So, cooking! Woo! And wine. For anything, I'm off for about 16 hours. Cheers to you! So, what are we going to cook today in the whole cab cooking thing? I got a message on YouTube yesterday, or day before, from an American bloke who had made pasta with cheese and tomato in his truck. Who said because he did it because I made him realise that it was possible. So, I accidentally came across a sort of delicious combination the other day, just by using up some ingredients. So, we're going to have tuna steaks. And one of my favourite things is fried potatoes. I've got this tomato left over, so I'm just going to fry that as well. We've got garlic butter and some feta cheese. So, let us prepare the ingredients. So right, we've got a frying pan. This is really nice stuff. It's just little garlic butter from Lurpak that you can get in supermarkets. So we could put a knob of this in there. Garlic is of course good for you. Well, that's a little bit. Smells delicious. Slice up the potatoes. Chuck them in there with a bit of salt and pepper. Actually, the pepper's in there. Doo-doo-doo. I like a lot of pepper. Bit of salt. Put the lid on. And then just scoop them around a bit so they get covered in butter, and then they go all nice and so they take a little while to cook. So in the meantime I'm going to slice my tomato, because I don't like the tomato being too cooked until it's mushy, and then I can prepare the feta as well. So I'll be back in a moment. Potatoes are cooking away there nicely at the moment, but if you buy feta cheese in like a block like this, what we're going to do with it is just cut half the block and then slice it down the middle to make two thinner slices, okay? Simple as that. Just give the little potatoes a bit of a whirl. Oh, they're crisping up nicely. Might chuck the tuna in there in a second. I absolutely adore feta cheese. Well, all cheese actually. Food of the kings. So these nice, lovely tuna steaks. I was going to have two. I think I might just have one. This is quite a substantial dinner, so I'll just have the one and have another one, the other one another day. Which means we're only going to need one slice of those feta. So that can go back in there. Cheese will be the death of me, I tell you. One of the best things about tuna actually is it is really delicious, but unlike most fish, it won't really stink the cab out. I avoid cooking fish in general because it does really stink the place out. So, but tuna doesn't. So, let's put the tomato and stuff in. Overcooked tuna is horrible, so don't overcook it. It does want to be like sort of slightly like a steak, really, slightly pink in the middle. One pan cooking at its finest. Oh. Right, so here's the little trick. I had some feta left the other day, so I chucked it in with my dinner. And my dinner was tuna. And it turns out feta and tuna are absolutely a delicious combination. So, just take your feta, put it on there, and this is where the lid is very handy. It will just melt on top. That's it really. I'm going to have to eat that bit. Just warms it through really, because it's quite thick. It doesn't actually melt it, but it makes the feta a bit warm, similar to the temperature to the rest of the ingredients. I'm not sure about this camera angle, are you? Cheers. So there we have it. Dinner is served. Do 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 do. Nice big bits of tomato. That's called slicing tomato. Can't say I've ever bought it before. It was only because it was reduced. Turns out it's really nice fried. Lovely with breakfast. Nice crispy potatoes. And there we have the tuna. Don't worry, it's not an expensive frying pan. I tend to just buy cheap frying pans because I go through them quite rapidly. Normally about 5 or 6 quid from Tesco. So there we have my dinner. This all disappears off the end of the tray. Oh, that would be so funny, wouldn't it? So funny. I would go insane with rage. So there's the lovely tuna. Oh, and the cheese is melting just right. And that is cooked to perfection, even if I do say so myself. Just still a little bit of colour in the middle. Overcooked tuna can get, it's a bit like if you overcook a chicken, it's very dry and loses a bit of its flavour. That is absolutely delicious. So I'm going to drink my wine. And that literally took 10 minutes. That's all it takes. Good. Eating well in a truck is so easy. And watch a bit of television. So, I bid you good day. You can go now. Sod off. Shoo, shoo. Go. I'm eating. This is rude, watching me while I'm eating. Oh. Go away. If, like me, you live with a grubby, dirty ass who cooks in the lorry, you will need cleaning materials. Here are a selection that I use once he's finished cooking his crap, to get rid of the smells, the odours, and the spatters of grease. Bertie, I think you're being a bit unfair now. No, I'm not. You leave a mess. A terrible, terrible mess. I didn't realise you were into advertising. Well, I am. He paid me handsomely, so I'm advertising his products. This is apple fresh. This is really good for getting rid of the smells. It's like a deodorizer. Yeah. I try and spray it on fabric so it doesn't make a mess everywhere. That's a lovely smell. That is really nice, the apple fresh. I like the apple fresh. This is the pink, which I have introduced you to before. Hang on, I'm supposed to be doing this. Why are you doing it? Because you've got no hands. Obviously for the dash. And this is the glass cleaner, which is really good. Because when you do cook in the lorry, the glass does get a little bit grubby. Don't I know it? I'm forever smelling meat on the windscreen. How do you get meat smells on the windscreen? You disgust me. You really do. Where's my nose? Why haven't I got a nose yet? You promised me a nose. Go get some plasticine now. The shops are shut. I don't give a shit. Sorry. Oh dear. I can't stop swearing. Oh, the children. The poor children. So there we go. Go and like Chrome Northwest and buy some products from them. This does seem a bit like a cheesy attempt at selling stuff. The stuff he sells is really good though, so I wouldn't do it otherwise. But yeah, you do need to. The apple fresh is really good at getting rid of the smells after you've been cooking. And obviously you know the pink's really good, and the windscreen stuff. So, I'm going to continue watching Antiques Roadshow now. And then I've got some stuff to do, and make this video. Good day to you! Say goodbye, Bertie. No, leave me alone. Bertie. Oh. Ball stew.